Okay, welcome back. Right, let's take the easiest ones, which is this one, and we're going to convert it to a polygon. So we're going to modify, we're going to go to NURBS to polygons, and we're just going to hit number of spans. I'm going to put this on 1, and I'm just going to apply. That will get rid of that being 4 then. So if I now come into my outliner, you can see that this is the polygon. Now I'm going to do the same, and actually I'm going to label it while I'm at it, and I'm just going to put I in there, and then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to NURBS to poly this one, and we'll just put this as dot. Okay, now this one we're going to do exactly the same. Okay, and that's the V, so I'm going to double click in there, choose the V. This one we're going to do the same with. Okay, and we'll call this the A. We're going to choose the D now, and we're going to do the same with that, convert NURBS to poly. Now we have got a little bit of a problem with this one because it's got these round lots of faces, so that it could get as close as it could to the curve on that side, but let's not worry about that at the moment. We're going to clean it up later anyway. We choose this one, go to modify, convert NURBS to poly. Again, we're going to need to cut all this apart and add pieces, because we need, with polygons, we need 4 edges. We can't have more than 4 edges. It's not good. And this one, we're going to do the same, modify, convert NURBS to poly. Come to this one, I'm going to just label them all at the end. So N and finally T there, and then I think I've got an L over here, so I just need to put him in, and NURBS to poly, L, and of course I've got the J, which is this big one down here. Convert NURBS to poly, call that J, and I'll just move that up. Middle mouse clicking to move that. So now it spells Juvidental, apart from the A, because I'm going to repeat that part. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab all of these by holding, again, selecting, holding the shift key, going down to the bottom of the selection. If you need to do it alternately, you can click here and you can hold the control key, and that allows you to select whichever ones you want. But as I'm doing a selection through them all, I'm holding the shift key. Okay, now what I'm going to do is control G to that to group it, and I'm just going to label it in here, polys. Okay, now I'm going to select it, and I'm going to come back into the channel editor, and I'm going to add, sorry, my layers, I'm going to add it in there. So now it will appear on this one, and I can get rid of the NURBS. So that's just showing the polys. So in there, I'm going to put poly. Okay, so now these are all polygons, I can start to clean them up, which we're going to start doing in the next lesson to make these 4-sided, and also do our cutouts at the same time for our D and our A. So that's going nicely there. So hopefully you're following along with this. So what I've done is we started with the curves, then we created planars, or NURBS, NURB planars, and then we converted those planars to polys. So like I said before, you saw I did actually do lofting and stuff on a NURBS curve, and you could keep it like that, but as I said, I prefer to work in polys, so I converted my NURBS to polys here. Okay, so in the next lesson we'll start breaking these up into quads so that they're easier to start doing our extruding with and finishing off our logo.